mutual partnership when we try to get together and help make our industry better, because that's really our main goal as an organization. So we appreciate his help in making that happen. Those of you that were with us at the spring meeting might recall that we had a pretty good conversation about marketing and advertising your laundry. And we had a lot of good comments, and I thought what I would do today is, retrace a little bit of ground, but give you a number of brand new ideas, things that I did not share with you back in the spring, and some things that you can do, for the most part, low cost or no cost opportunities to better promote your business. And I guess I'll start by saying, we're an industry that has spent 50 years becoming successful without a lot of advertising and marketing support. And it's been nice, not having advertising as a major expense line item or having to spend a lot of time and energy focused on advertising and promoting one's laundry business. And the business has been so good that we've been able to generate sales in many cases without really any meaningful advertising or marketing. What I've been talking about around the country the last couple of years is I really think that those golden days are perhaps over, or perhaps drawing to a close a little faster than we'd like them to be. The market has changed dramatically in just this last couple of years, and I think we're going to have to do more than rely on our location and our sign as the sole source of bringing customers into our business. And part of that calculus is the fact that the stores that you compete with on par, there are more of them, and chances are they're a better operated store. The apartment laundry rooms, which I think are our main competition, the apartment laundry rooms from coast to coast are very quietly making a major improvement, both in cleanliness, creature comforts, equipment mix. So that main competitor, being the apartment laundry room, has gotten a lot better. Even in the home laundry market, remember when we were the only place you can go for a double load machine? Now all of a sudden every homeowner has access to that size of machine. So that competitive environment, the fact that we're not as unique as we used to be, in terms of the only place to go, and the fact that we used to build our business on those customers that had to use a Coin Laundry, had no access to any other means, they had to use a Coin Laundry. Now we're competing for customers that have access to other retail stores, to an apartment laundry room, and a double load or larger home machine. We need to find the customers that, instead of have to use our stores, those that want to use our stores. And that change is a pretty dramatic one, and one that I think is taking root in our industry. So I'll agree. Many of us have made good money in the business without having to do much advertising and marketing. But I think that those days have changed, and we've always had that proverbial hole in the bucket, right? We have a transient customer base, so even if you do a knockout job each and every week, you do have some erosion of customers. Even the best store in this room is going to lose customers this month. And again, in a different competitive environment in the past, your location, your sign, and word of mouth were perhaps enough to bring in enough new business to keep that bucket full, to keep up with the business that was draining out the bottom. And as I look at your colleagues around the country, and if I really pay attention to those that are having the absolute most success in our business, making money, it's those that have really embraced marketing and advertising. So it's one of those things, just like we've had to make a lot of changes to the type of equipment we use and maybe the way we operate our stores, I think the need to become more savvy when it comes to advertising and marketing is part of this overall change. So we may not like it, but I truly believe that this is the new reality. And we believe in it so much at the association that we're gearing a lot of our new benefit programs and services toward empowering you as individuals to better market and advertise your own businesses. Because no one in this room, except for maybe Bill, has a marketing or advertising staff to help them promote their business, right? We wear all the hats. All right, you have to do all the things in your business, including becoming the chief marketing officer for your business. And not all of us have that background or that instinctive knowledge on how to do that. So, through presentations like this and some of the member benefit programs that I'll allude to, we're trying to give you the tools to be a good marketer. So that's kind of the way to look at it. I guess the last thing I'd mention on adding gravity to this push toward more marketing is the fact that the folks that are brand new to this business, some of them in the room right now, I'm sure we have a range of experience from 50 years to 0. The folks that are brand new to the business, I'll put it bluntly, they may not know how to turn a screwdriver or fix a machine, but I guarantee you they're going to know how to market and advertise a business. That's just the reality. We work with these new investors on a daily basis, and that's not a scare tactic. It's really to say things have changed. The people that are entering the business now do have this base of knowledge, do understand how to promote the business. And again, they have a lot of catching up to do to learn about operations and keeping the machines running and other things that have made you successful. But if there's that edge, it's probably in the area of marketing and advertising. So my goal is to help you close that gap and get up to speed and put you in a position to better promote your businesses. Easy for me to stand up here and spend your money on advertising, right? So what I'm going to do today is share with you some unconventional techniques, some things that are free, a lot of things that are free, and or low-cost things that you can do to better promote your business. And a lot of it just takes some know-how. And so I'm going to try to give you a roadmap toward at least these 10 items, and we've got many more that we can share with you offline for members of the association. But these are the things that I want to share with you today. And let's just jump in. It's a nice thing being up against lunch because my stomach's growling too, so we'll make sure we pick up the pace. In the spirit of marketing and advertising, I'm going to use this opportunity to remind you about the Clean Show, which is coming up next June, the 6th through the 9th in Las Vegas. How many of you have been to a Clean Show before? Manny, if you have? Okay. If you haven't, you got to see it to believe it. Literally every piece of equipment on the planet relating to our industry is on display. We'll be hosting 7 hours of programming just for laundry owners in addition to lots of social events. So please visit cleanshow.com. It's not that far away. And as a nice little bonus, we have secured $75 hotel rooms at Bally's, which is a tremendous deal. It's our headquarters hotel. You'll be able to be on site with a couple hundred of your best friends in the laundry business. So check it out, cleanshow.com, and get involved with next year's Clean Show. Our newest project in terms of sharing information with you is planetlaundry.com. Many of you have visited this website. If you're just hearing about it for the first time, I encourage you to visit. This is our 24/7 news site for the laundry business. Information, updates, videos, blogs, podcasts, all the digital media you can think of. And well worth your visit a few times a week. In addition to that, you can subscribe to many electronic newsletters that have great information for you through our e-update that's twice a month. Those of you that are waiting for your journal magazine to show up in your mailbox, you can now get it emailed to you about 2 weeks before you get it in the mailbox in a true interactive digital edition. You can get information on advertisers as well as insurance information, loss control information, whether you're insured with our program or not. We have a lot of good information that you can subscribe to. So visit the site, subscribe, and it probably goes without saying, if we don't have your current email address, you're likely missing 90% of what we're offering. That's where the information is being delivered. It may or may not be your preferred method, but frankly, that's the most efficient way for us to get you information. So we have some sign-up cards, registration cards, other material here that you can take a look at. But make sure that we have your email address so you're getting all the information that's coming to you. And just as a quick preview, those of you that are a little more familiar with the various social media opportunities, we're out there. You can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, All of the podcasts that I do on various topics you can get through iTunes, and of course any of our videos are on YouTube. And I know that not everyone's familiar with all these outlets, but the fact of the matter is this is the new delivery system for information, and we want to make sure that we're doing our part to give you that access. And we'll revisit a number of these options through the course of the presentation to let you know how you can jump in most cases for no money. Okay. Very important, because the way I've structured these slides coming up is I'm going to give you some of these ideas. I'm going to give you a link to a tutorial on how to set it up yourself, as well as an example of a fellow laundry owner that's using that particular technique. And they're embedded in these slides. So you're going to want to download these slides after our talk by entering this in your browser, coinlaundry.org/marketing, .cfm, www.coinlaundry.org/marketing.cfm. And I'll put that up again at the end before we break for lunch. But please jot that down, because most of the information for this presentation is something that you're going to be able to look at on your own time. I'm sure you appreciate that I don't want to show you folks a series of 5 or 10 minute videos. I think you can look at those on your own time. So coinlaundry.org/marketing.cfm. Well, in addition to the reasons I mentioned earlier, marketing makes sense in a down economy. It's often the first thing that gets cut from a budget, but business experience for a long time has indicated that it's a great time to gain market share. You know that your weaker competitors are certainly not all of a sudden going to start advertising when the economy's down. If they're not going to mop the floor or fix the lights or repair the machines, the chances are they're not going to do a lot of marketing all of a sudden. So it does give you an additional advantage to pick up business during a tough economy, especially when your competitors might be a little weaker. And the fact is, in a lot of cases, there are more potential laundromat customers out there. People that have gone from homeowners to being renters, from being mid-income to being low-income, haven't been able to repair or replace their own laundry equipment. Anecdotally, I'm sure you've seen that in your stores. People that you know by looking at them are first-time laundromat customers. You're looking around like, where do I start? So that opportunity is out there, and a great time to try to bring those folks into your business. It goes without saying that the most important part of any marketing plan is, what's my message going to be? What is it that I'm going to try to talk about with my potential customers? And that takes a little self-examination. What am I promoting about my business? What is my strength? Why do people use my store? And it's a process of looking at that on your own and determining, what makes my store special? What am I going to be promoting? And then it's how do you want to characterize that message? I think that promoting the benefits is far more important than listing your features. And an example of that difference might be, instead of promoting that you have 36 dryer pockets, which may or may not mean anything to the customer, why not promote no waiting for dryers? Right? See how that's different in the mind of the customer? Oh, if I go there, I don't have to wait for dryers. The same thing could be said for a 75-pound washer. It's okay to promote that. I have a 75-pound washer. But even those in this room, I defy anyone to come up here and accurately generate a pile of 75 pounds of clothes. Right? You can't do it. You're in the business, and I know your customers can't do it. But you can promote, get it all done at once. You can promote that you have the largest machine in town. You can say, do 8 loads of laundry in one machine. That they can understand. So focus on the benefits of using your store more so than the features. And if you're not sure why people use your store, ask them. It's always a good idea to do some customer surveys, and you can often learn a lot of things that are important to you.